radio, a song came on by Queens, We Are the Champions. I ask you to listen to that music. I will spare you, by the way, I won't sing. But I will tell you, listen to the words. It's not about life. It's about struggles. You'll never have some difficulty. You'll be knocked down. But as that song will tell you, it's how you pick yourself up and lead yourself forward. So with that, I want to congratulate you and thank you very much for representing our school district, right? It's the #1 school district in the state of New Jersey. So it is with my pride and pleasure that I accept the certification and confirm that these students comprise of Kern County Academy, the class of 2019. Congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've been waiting for. It is now my honor and privilege to welcome to the podium our principal, Mr. Russell Davis.
Thank you, Dr. Bath, and good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor and privilege to stand before you as the principal of this amazing school, the Bergen County Academies, which is proud to be recognized as one of the top high schools in the nation. My congratulations to parents, guardians, family, and friends who have gathered here tonight as we celebrate the graduation of the class of 2019. I ask at this time that you please join me in recognizing an extraordinary teacher who is retiring this school after many years of dedicated service. Mr. Steve Schwimmer from our business department. Steve, thank you for all that you've done for our students and for our school, and we wish you all the best in the future. To the class of 2019, what an incredible night. All of you are wonderful examples of what is truly possible when you combine students who have a passion for learning, supportive parents and families, and a world-class faculty. Thank you for your hard work over these past 4 years, as well as your continued support for one another. There are many high school graduations taking place tonight, but nowhere will you find a group of outstanding young adults like what we have on this stage tonight. Congratulations to each and every one. We began the school year with our annual convocation where you first heard the words, "Be your best self." This slogan was selected by your teachers to help you remember that you are good enough just the way you are. They felt it was important for you to know that you don't need to compare yourself to others or allow someone else to define your happiness or your success. Each of you seated on this stage is incredible in your own way. Let your interests continue to guide you as they've done during your time here at BCA. When you're engaged in something that you're passionate about, when you're actively being your best self, success will follow. When I thought about the words that I would say tonight, I reflected on some of the most important life lessons that I have learned. Tonight, as you graduate high school, I'd like to share my personal story with you that illustrates some of these life lessons. I grew up in a small family. My entire family consisted of my mother and father, my sister, 2 brothers, my grandfather, 1 uncle, 3 aunts, and 2 cousins. Family gatherings during the holidays were so small that everyone could fit around one large table in our kitchen. Years later, when I met my wife, she told me that she came from a large family. As we approached our first holidays together as a couple, she was excited for me to meet her family. Never did I imagine how big my wife's family is. Her mom was one of 9 brothers and sisters. Remember that I told you that I had 2 cousins? My wife has over 50 cousins. On Thanksgiving Day, I would meet her family for the first time. We drove to her grandfather's house in Union City. And as we entered the house, I was surprised that instead of heading into the kitchen for dinner, we proceeded down the steps into the basement. Never before in my life had I seen so many people packed into a small basement. The roar of conversation was beyond belief. I will never forget that moment. This family knew how to have fun. There was music playing, people dancing, playing games, singing, and of course, laughing. It was evident that this large family loved being together. A month after Thanksgiving, we returned for Christmas. At the end of the night, someone said, "We'll see you again next week." I turned to my wife with a curious look and asked, "We're coming back again next week?" She said, "Of course, we celebrate New Year's Day too." Now, my own family celebrated New Year's Eve, but I had never heard of anyone celebrating New Year's Day. Yet I was happy for another opportunity to spend time getting to know this wonderful and fun-loving family. Year after year, we went to the Union City House for Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, Palm Sunday, Easter, and I even learned to play bocce ball in the backyard on Memorial Day and the 4th of July. Over the years, the family laughed together, and over the years, the family cried together as another aunt or uncle passed away. About 15 years ago, it was decided that the remaining aunts and uncles would sell that Union City house. And from that moment on, the memories of the basement were just that, memories. Recently, we flew to Florida to celebrate Uncle Nick's 85th birthday. He is one of the 2 remaining relatives from our parents' generation. Of course, I should have known that we would not be the only cousins making the trip. Cousins from all over flew in to celebrate his birthday. And of course, the conversation turned to the good times we had with the family in the Union City basement. I said to one cousin, "You know, when we were celebrating all those holiday parties, I never thought it would end." And she said, "I know exactly what you mean. I felt exactly the same way." Those treasured memories lead me to 2 life lessons tonight that I would like to share with you. Lesson 1, life is precious. Cherish all the moments and all of the memories that you make with your family and friends. Just like the days that you've spent together over these past 4 years at PCA, time goes very quickly. Lesson 2, money doesn't equal happiness. My wife's family weren't the wealthiest people I've ever met, but they are some of the happiest people I've ever met. Life is what you make of it. Don't worry about the things that you don't have. Celebrate what you do have and be grateful. Please take these life lessons with you tonight. Continue to grow, learn, and fully enjoy your lives. Remember to appreciate what comes your way, as each moment is precious and unique. To the class of 2019, I hope that the future is kind to all of you and brings you much happiness. Please know that as a graduate of BCA, you are all members of our family, and you will always be welcome here. On behalf of everyone here at BCA, I extend my best wishes to each and every one of you. Remember to always be your best self and enjoy life. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Davis. It is now my pleasure to introduce Menka Varghese, who will address our graduates at this time.
Wow. Parents, don't we look pretty great tonight? BCA administration, faculty, family and friends, and of course, my fellow seniors. It feels almost strange standing up here today, because today is graduation, our last day of high school. And yet I'm meeting so many of you for the very first time. So, hello. My name is Menka Varghese, and I'm a student in the Medical Academy. Throughout my time here, I've not only explored my professional interests, but I discovered a passion for screenwriting, which I hope to pursue alongside a pre-medical track in college. I love movies and television because, after all, they're a reflection of our society, who we are, what we've done, and where we're going. So along these lines, as an aspiring writer, I can't think of a better way to describe how far we've come than through a synopsis of the action-packed thriller I'd like to call Life at the Bergen County Academies. See if you can count the number of movie and TV references in this speech. Nearly 4 years ago, we stood on the stage for the very first time. It was a full house, and the suspense of all that was unknown drove our will to succeed. We began to marvel at the things our predecessors had done before us. Attend prestigious universities, make novel discoveries, meet with prominent members of the community. At orientation and a rainy club getaway, we became acquainted with our future best friends for the very first time. Change was apparent to all of us. I, like many others, could only remember going to school with kids on my block. But BCA would bring together students from towns we as freshmen had never heard of. Freshman year was unlike anything we had ever experienced and began to change us from the inside out. We had newfound independence, an hour commute home, an abundance of free mods, and spent our money at the bake sale nearly every day. We were young and hungry, and still adjusting from our middle school days. We complained a lot, but little did we know what was to come. Sophomore year, it was a relief not to be the new girl or guy in school. We spent freshman year like aliens, trying to participate in every club and activity we possibly could. But when we realized we couldn't do everything, we learned it was better to be a master of one than a master of none. Our teammates, our lab mates, our bandmates, and our phys ed buddies became like family. We were like one big Brady Bunch. Before we ever imagined, sophomore year was gone for the wind. The SATs, APs and IBs, written tasks, and oral commentaries made junior year quite the rocky road. It was time to start breaking bad habits. Like spending too much time binge watching Netflix, being in La La Land during class, and procrastinating on our assignments. We had a supernatural ability to be night owls and early birds all at once. And of course, we arrived at school every day looking like The Walking Dead. Now don't get me wrong, fall of senior year was not without its challenges. While we walked into school with utter glee, the impending stress of college applications left us faint and frozen during the winter months. Many things had become the norm. The 8:58 sprint up to the office, the sound of music blasting from the gym, visits to Quick Check, and games of Smash Bros in the senior loft. There were college acceptances, rejections, waitlists, and deferrals. We became one highly dysfunctional, but nevertheless perfect modern family. At last, we conquered what we thought to be mission impossible, getting into college. We started to think about the 4 years ahead of us, the legacies we leave behind, the lessons we carry with us, and the memories we make in our last few months. We showed our college pride, indulged in luncheon, after luncheon, thank you PPO, and proved at prom that we are the most attractive class to ever walk through these halls. Each of our paths had its own distinct twists and turns, but it led us to this moment right here and right now. I can stand here today with at least 13 reasons why. I am so proud to be part of this class and this community. My friends, this is ending. It's now our time to get out into the real world. We're the 27th graduating class here at the academies. Did you catch the 27 references in the speech? So what defines our graduating class? What have we done during our time here? We have worked our hardest. We have fought for causes that we believe in. We have traveled the world and back, and it has been a blast. We are future scientists, entrepreneurs, engineers, designers, developers, researchers, healthcare professionals, lawyers, dancers, photographers, you name it. We are all these things and much, much more. So, congratulations to my fellow graduates, and best wishes to you all. While this moment may be the finale of one spectacular adventure film, it is certainly the first of many. So I guess the question is, class of 2019, are you ready for the sequel? Because I sure am. Thank you.
We would now at this time like to invite the Senior Class Vice President, Jefferson Ju, to come to the podium for the presentation of the class gift.
Hello, hello. Hi, Jeff. Hello, hello. Okay, so just want to say one sentence first. I'm so grateful to be up here speaking one final time in front of my class. I gave a lot of quirky speeches. But anyway, enough of that. So the class of 2019 is honored to present our class gift, which will be used to beautify the East State campus for future students.
Thank you so much, Jefferson. We are now ready to present the diplomas to our graduates. I invite Principal Russell Davis and our distinguished guests to please to the podium to certify the diplomas at this time. Mr. Davis?
Mr. Conley, it gives me great pleasure to certify to the Bergen County Technical School Board of Education that these members of the class of 2019 of the Bergen County Academies have successfully completed all requirements for graduation set forth by the New Jersey Department of Education and have earned their high school diplomas on June 25th, 2019. I present them now to you for graduation.
And it is with pride and pleasure that I accept the certification and confirm that these students comprise the Bergen County Academy, class of 2009.
And at this time, I'd like to invite our immediate past president of our student council, Michael Murphy, to the podium to introduce the readers of the class rolls. Mr. Conley and Mr. Davis will also please join us in the presentation of diplomas. We are also fortunate enough to have the child of one of our teachers among tonight's graduating class. Biology teacher, Dr. Ravi Bajwa will be joining us on stage to present to her son, Jesper, his diploma.
It's my honor to introduce Ms. Allison Belkin and Dr. Patricia Kenny when they will read the class roll for the Academy for the Advanced Student of Science and Technology.
Yassine Abdelatif, Caitlin Fang. Casey Virginia Chan. Kevin Ship. Aditi Atu Chene. Michael Ship. Stephen Sophos de Silvia. Christopher Dugan. John Ferrante. Megan Rose Forsalai. Caitlin Gill. Mary Goodman. Jisha Ha. Daniel Hu. Rachel